Okay, fine. Just want to play with white piece, eh? Wow. Well, now knight f6 might be a good idea. The other knight to g6, of course. Alright, well, let's try to play a good game this time. c5, opening the pathway with bishop. And my opponent completely misses the idea, even though he did that in our other game. Well, of course my greediness does have some drawbacks, being that I'm behind in the development, but that's now the thing is, if I play knight g6, then just bishop takes knight, and it's not that good for me, so I think this is the best way to defend the pawn. And also the material will be still in my favor. Alright, still trying to capture my knight, and I'm not sure how to defend it, because the pawn on g7 is also possibly hanging if the knight moves. And well, I guess I have to just let him take it. Sure, why not? I'm gonna take with the e-pawn, because, oh well, I didn't actually see that the c-pawn was hanging, but okay, I guess my opponent preferred to take an f6, but now my position should be alright. I'm just gonna play b6, develop this bishop here maybe. Now though, well, if knight f5, I just castle, everything is okay. Yeah, I think b6 discovered attack on this pawn right here. Not that I want to necessarily take it now, because it would open another file on the side that I'm likely to castle, so that's not something I want to do. Maybe I do this and castle long. It's probably something that I want to do. However, now though, I might just prefer castling actually. I mean castling short and defend this pawn right there. It's a bit risky since all of my opponent's pieces, except this rook, is probably going to attack. This is gonna go here probably, and things are not looking great. Well, interesting sacrifice. I take, queen takes. Probably missed bishop e5 there, otherwise it's kinda good move. And even the check here doesn't really matter. I play king h7 and both the queen and knight are under attack. And there's no knight, queen there, so my opponent was able to weasel himself out of this somehow. However, bishop f4 seems like winning material again. No, actually there, if I do that, bishop takes here, check, and I lose a piece. So I think this is the only way to defend everything. Oh yeah, and it also tried to take this with the bishop, also winning this bishop here on e5. This is not all that good looking for me, but I guess there's no attack worthy of mention if I play queen f4. Let's think about this. Queen f4, rook here, king here, and even though, yeah, I think it's playable, because knight check doesn't really matter. I just play king here, who cares? But my opponent might have perpetual check, I think, with knight here. I can do anything about that. Knight f5, knight h6. It's a draw by repetition, unfortunately. Well, let's see if he goes for it. I guess he will. Well, knight e7 check is interesting, I guess, but doesn't do much. Have to go here. And it's a draw. Yeah, nothing that I can do about it. I guess draw. What? Nothing? Okay then. Okay, let's see if we can improve on the game continuation. So, there were 5 mistakes, I guess, worth mentioning. And 8b6 here was something that was bad. Well, I could castle now, or play, let's say, knight f4, but doesn't do much. Is castling really the best here? So what is my opponent threatening that is so horrible? I mean, I could play bishop takes g3, but even though white would have doubled pawns on the g file, the opening of the f file is only good for white, and then sacrifices on this square might actually work someday, especially if I castle, maybe. Well, no, not immediately anyway, but then who knows, taking here might work, I don't know, maybe not. So is it worth taking on g3 or not? I don't know. I kind of want to develop piece, or try to do that, but maybe it isn't the best. Other idea might be to play d5, open this bishop's path, so nothing is coming to f5 so easily. Well, let's try bishop takes g3. Okay, it was a good move, but at least according to the analysis here. So yeah, maybe it is worth doubling the pawns, since there's no immediate sacrifices on f6 that seem to work. So okay, next mistake. And bishop b7 again. A bad idea is here too the idea to just take the knight, double the pawns. Probably. Yeah. Still the same idea. Good look this variation that the computer gives. So grabbing a pawn there. Okay. Maybe this is in fact good. Yeah, I think the king is safe enough, I guess. Just allowing e5 for no good reason. But I guess, well, I'm not sure what would happen after e5, maybe f5. Because taking the pawn would be impossible. And allowing my opponent to take on f6 would be very bad, so probably f5 to e5, but I mean, I would have probably played something like d6 so that there's never a worry about e5, and the bishop on from c8 might go to f5 or g4 later on. So d6 here. Now I guess in defending the e5 thing, I think white could have played e5 earlier in this line, and it's not that, in my opinion, what would happen there. Right, threatening queen moves away, and what's the material here? I would have 2 extra pawns, right? 4, 8 against 6, yeah. So 2 extra pawns and probably easily winning position. So what's the next mistake to learn from? So I castled here, which was bad because it allowed the sacrifice. And after that it seems white is completely winning. What to do then? How can I... rook g8? Just play bishop e5. And after... No, that's horrible. It's horrible because then king would need to go to e7 and then taking here would be possible, so rook here. Close looking move. Wow. Rook g8 then was the... Here king f8 is, I guess, in some variations possible. And now taking on f6 doesn't work, I guess. Takes and takes. Well, it's an annoying position, but probably is able to hold, especially the king can go to the queen side and castle there, I guess. But not necessarily a position I would like to be in. If we look at this variation that the computer gives. And trading everything, I mean queens off the board. Dangerous because of it. Is the position. Well, okay. Two rather okay bishops. Just this might not be all that good at the moment. Either is this probably, so rather equal game. Next. What? This is 4 out of 5. This one was the 4th. I'm not sure what happens here, but okay, yeah. Leads to a checkmate in 11 moves, it seems. What can I do, really? b4. Yeah, okay. Was the positions I had gone through, so 5 out of 5 moves that I played in the game, so that's great. Don't mind, actually here was agreed upon after a few moves, but seems white's winning after my very bad move, queen f4. thought this might lead to a draw by force. I played it, but didn't see a win for white. And so what would have been a better move? Cases, I thought would be nice, because in that way I can maybe get out with the king via f7, so maybe f6 move though, but evaluating your move, it was rubbish. You can do better. Queen f4 or f6 don't work. What about bishop f4? This I thought about during the game, and not sure. Okay, you can do better. So what can I do? Do I have to sacrifice the queen in order to leave this position? I mean, there would be a knight and a bishop for the queen there. Honestly, I can't see anything else. I mean, bishop to b2 check doesn't really do much. Forces king takes b2. Queen e5 check. And what then? Well, the king can't go to c1 there. So actually, bishop b2 check seems interesting. But it doesn't work. Alright, I think I will give up and leave the solution. I mean, I can't figure it out. Or maybe if I look at the position enough, but just king g8. I mean, I thought about this, but I didn't see any. Well, there's the avoiding the check on the h file. However, does this really allow me to get away? I mean, rook here, and knight check is always there. Annoying. I don't know. I mean, rook h1 and then this check and back and forth thing is still there. Bishop f4 there. If rook h1, then this might work actually, because queen may have to move. I mean, I guess knight h6 check goes here, check again. In my opinion, maybe, just maybe, white can actually repeat moves if he wants to, but I guess it's winning for white, so what's the continuation like? Similar to the game, except free move now to play, to give a square for the king. I guess this was the idea. Okay. And now f6. Well, I guess this might be better. But I'm gonna lose the knight anyway. B. Wow. Seems very horrible. Disgusting game. I mean, it's clear that white should be so much better. Yeah. Okay then. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye!